Hey everyone, welcome back to the AstoundCast, episode 82.
You sound wobbly then.
One day I will be 100% certain on this.
Well, you are correct. It is 82.
Hey, damn it, I'm good.
You weren't 100% this
Ugh.
time, so until you get it 100%.
Yeah, fair point. Anyway, how has your week been?
The week's been alright. It's been a little productive simply because I've been starting to apply for my well, not started, but continue to apply for my masters. And I'm
A
finally back home in Wrexham for a couple of weeks for Easter, so that's
Woo!
nice.
Hells yeah.
How's your week been then?
Uh, Unfortunately, meh.
Meh.
Shunt pains have been kicking my rear end again. Had to miss the final day of college due to them, regrettably. And well, I've got a bone to pick with Forza Horizon 5, but I'll come to that in a few minutes. Um, but yeah, week overall has been not the best, but not the worst.
That's fair.
Yeah. Now, shall we get on to this week's motorsports section and possibly the weirdest F1 race of all godforsaken time?
You might as well, good sir, simply because you've been awake and streaming that this morning.
Yeah. Okay. If you've watched it, you know I was expecting it to be the shortest one I've done, with the race theoretically only taking around 77 minutes per my calculations.
You did calculation?
Yes, I calculate the average lap time versus the amount of laps.
Damn.
Yep. And boy oh boy was I wrong.
Oh god,
It
how wrong were you?
well, I said it was going to be my shortest, it ended up becoming my longest.
Oh no, that's why you ended up telling me the time.
Yep. Yep. It was bad. It was really, 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 really bad.
Almost a remix for Spice Girls, but yeah.
Yeah, right. Let's start at the start. Lap one. Because, yes, something went wrong pretty much straight away.
Damn.
And that something was called Charles Leclerc going off into the gravel and DNFing.
Oh damn.
Yeah, God bless him, he did not last very long. I think he made it to about turn three.
Poor guy, what the oh no.
Yep, yeah. It got worse. Don't worry, that was not the end of it. Um, that caused a yellow flag and a full-blown safety car. Now, I'm just checking the finish order of the race, and yikes! And then next up at lap 20 something, Alex Albon was the next to fall victim to the DNF curse.
Oh
Um,
god. Oh god, what happened?
he he just lost control of the back end of the car. It spun out, and then he lost his front wing, almost lost his rear wing as well, which is really hard to do. And then caused the first red flag of the race due to pieces of his car being scattered across the track, plus a buttload of gravel.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And once again, that was not the last of it. Um,
Oh no.
and then a few laps later on, I can't remember how far, it's been a long day. Um, we saw that George Russell, whilst climbing back up into fifth, started to drop down the grid very rapidly. Um, And then we saw that the back end of his car, rather than doing an impression of an F1 car, kind of did an impression of a rocket and was on fire.
Yeah.
His engine went up in flames.
Oh no.
Yep. It was billowing fire out of the back of the car. Yeah. So that was George Russell out of the race, which caused, I think that was the virtual safety car, which, by the way, is just basically the leading car of the race becomes the safety car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him out of the race. Yikes. And then,
Oh boy.
and then, the weirdest incident I have ever seen in my life happened. Kevin Magnussen went out of the race because his right rear tyre touched a sponsor board and just decided to fly off.
Ooh.
It just went boing, and that caused the next red flag of the race.
This just seems like a series of unfortunate events at this point.
Oh, wait for the last red flag.
Oh no.
It gets worse. Okay, so then there was a red flag leading to 2 laps of racing. No, 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 no. Nope. Because on the first lap of racing, there was another red flag.
Oh.
Because, Logan Sargent, Nick De Vries, Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly all went out at the same time.
What? But
Yep. Basically, after the restart, the 2 Alpines accidentally smashed into each other. And then, Logan and Nick got caught as well.
Yeah.
And then we were left with probably the dumbest race ending ever.
Uh-huh.
It was a red flag, right? Again.
Mm-hmm.
And they said the last lap will be under the safety car. So they literally brought the cars out of the pits to have a lap around the safety car, and that was the end of the race.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know at this point.
yeah, it was quite a boring race because despite all the entertaining stuff happening, it was all muted very quickly by the red flags, the yellow flags, the safety cars.
I bet.
Yeah, it could have been a good race, except I have a bit of complaints about this season so far.
Go for it. We've got time to rant. Boy, got time to rant.
Drivers. When someone tries to overtake you, you're supposed to defend.
Yep.
Like, so far this season, it's been a case of, oh, sorry, I'm in your way. Through you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally been, oh, sorry, I'm in your way. Yeah. There you go. Go on. No. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 overtakes that have been defended this season so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what's happened, but oh my god, you're racing drivers. You're not supposed to let them overtake you. That's not the idea.
It's a polite generation this time.
But also, that kind of defeats the point of racing.
There's racing, and then there's racing with passion.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just the only complaint I have about the season so far, is that drivers have kind of forgotten how to defend.
Yeah.
It's sad, I can't lie. The only one, I will admit though, today there was an absolute banging defense from Lando Norris on Sergio Perez. Like, it took Sergio about 7 or 8 laps to even get close to getting around him. He could just not do it. So Lando's got the memo. Lando has
Yeah.
Lando's on the right page. But honest to God,
Yeah.
they've literally, it's just been a case of, oh, sorry, I'm in your way. Yeah, through you go on.
Again, polite.
Yeah, but then that's how you lose points and eventually lose your seat.
Also true, but polite.
Yeah. Also, on the last lap, Carlos Sainz had a 5 second time penalty.
Oh,
I don't quite understand why, because under the safety car, you have to keep to a certain speed and you can't overtake. So Carlos was screwed no matter what, really.
oh dear.
He was gonna lose positions. Um, he couldn't build up a 5 second gap in about the meter to the finishing line that they had.
Yeah,
So Carlos was a bit screwed there, to be honest. And let me tell you, he was very, very angry.
I bet he would be.
Like, after the race, Rachel Brooks from Sky Sports asked him a question about it. And he said, sorry, Rachel, I can't talk about that. I'm too angry about it. And he actually just walked off.
Mm.
Like, that's how annoyed he was. Like, she asked him the wrong question and he said, nope, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, not good. So yeah, Ferrari had a bit of a shocker of a day with, one driver going out literally on the third turn of the race, and then the other driver being dropped out of the points due to a penalty which couldn't have been avoided. Um, um, Mercedes had a 50-50 day with Lewis getting second and George Russell getting a burned engine. Yeah,
Hmm.
bit of a disaster, really.
Sounds it.
Yeah. Was it worth getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning for? No, not
You don't
really.
think?
No, because everything that did happen was muted so fast. Like,
Yeah, seems about right.
the the only entertaining bits were the bits that caused the yellow flags, the red flags. Basically, it
Hmm.
became a it instead of it becoming a race of who's going to finish first, it became a race of, okay, who's going to finish.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
because like I said, by the end of the race, there was only 12 cars left in it. The first four went out gradually throughout the race, and then the last four came out all at once.
oh dear.
Yeah, it was not good. But thankfully, there are only two more 6 o'clock starts this season. Um, which are in, where are they? I remember one of them is Japan.
Yeah.
That's the next one, all the way in September, and then the last
Nice.
one is Las Vegas. So yeah, that's it. So that's not too bad, to be honest. I can deal with that. Um, but yeah, that's basically it for this week's motorsport section. Yeah, that was certainly a race.
It seems like it was a race. Yeah,
Yeah, it happened. And actually,
definitely.
I did see an Instagram post that someone put the F1 breaking news graphic up and said, F1 breaking news. Oh, screw it. Should we just restart tomorrow and forget the whole thing? Because frankly, I would. And actually, this is the first ever F1 race to have 3 red flags.
Yeah.
That isn't good.
No, that doesn't sound like it.
No. I also want to point out that Daniel Ricciardo was in so much pain not being out on the track.
Oh yeah.
Like, because he was there this weekend, because of course he is Australian, and he is Red Bull's reserve driver, but you could just see him like, I want to get out there. I want to get out there. Sergio, get out of the car. Let me in.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So I feel sorry for Daniel Ricciardo. Hopefully he gets back onto the grid next year, potentially with Red Bull. Who knows? But yeah, that's it for this week's motorsports section, I think. Now, I do just want to quickly mention that due to my horrendous shunt pains, I haven't managed to play Halo this week.
Oh dear. Don't worry, you still got
No.
13 days until I double check your thing.
Yeah, 13 days and 3 games. Yeah?
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah. It may need pushing back. I will let you know by next weekend.
No worries.
If I haven't finished Halo 4 by next weekend, yeah, nah, it's gonna need to be pushed back.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I have had a little bit of time to play Forza Horizon 5, as that is a much less stressful game. Because
Oh
I
yeah, of
did try
course.
I did try Halo once, but my head almost exploded.
Ah,
There was so many Covenant around, it was awful. Anyway, Forza Horizon 5. Of course, on Wednesday, the Rally Adventure update came out.
right.
And this is where that bone I have to pick comes in. I haven't been able to do any of the new races
Ah,
due to the fact that to unlock the festival stage for the rally update, you have to do this thing called an expedition, which is basically just setting up the stage. And unfortunately, the opening cutscene crashes the game every time I try and do it.
oh damn.
Yep, I am fuming. I've been waiting for this for a month.
Yeah, I bet. Jeez.
There is an update scheduled for this week, so hopefully it gets fixed. I hope. Or I might cry.
I'm
However,
hoping you can play it at some point.
yeah, I'm hoping so as well. But I have done something really, really stupid on one of my cars, as you know. Well, the day before the rally update came out, Forza dropped anti-lag turbos, which makes your exhaust go pippity bappity bong and bang and crash and wallop. Word of advice to anyone who likes the anti-lag turbos: do not put it on the classic Mini Cooper. Just, just don't, because
You have a fun time.
it sounds like an AK-47 rather than a car.
An ACAR 47.
Exactamundo. Like, there came a point where I couldn't even hear the engine anymore.
Damn.
Like, for real, I was whizzing it around with my dad sitting next to me, and he said, "Where's the engine?" I don't know. I can't hear it anymore.
There's an engine?
I know, right? Like, I genuinely could not hear the engine sounds anymore. It was popping and banging that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you like the anti-lag, no, if you really, really like the anti-lag turbos, do put it on the Mini Cooper. If you don't, would not recommend it. because it is all you will hear.
Good to know.
However, I will say it has increased the speed of the car quite significantly.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, Mini Coopers average around somewhere between 80 and 90. Mine goes nearly 110.
Yeah.
However, I have now unlocked the fastest car in the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the Koenigsegg Jesko. Um, if you max out the car, you can get it to a top speed of 292 miles an hour. It's terrifying. Can you still hear
Uh-oh.
me?
I can still hear you. I'm just processing how quick that is.
Yeah, 292 miles per hour. Um,
Jeez.
yeah,
I
I
get to use
tried it
even
out.
an hour if I had that.
Like, I tried it on the motorway. Um, that was too dangerous due to all the traffic around me and having to swerve out of the way very quickly, but not being able to do it. So I instead took it to this little runway that I found in the south of Mexico. I also found a massive ramp at the end of it. And I well and truly yeeted it off of it.
Yeah.
It was a terrifying experience. I can't lie.
I bet.
Yeah. Like, even my Mercedes AMG 1 only goes at about 260 at top speed. So, yeah. It's terrifying, but fun.
Sounds it.
But for the love of Jesus, unless you have F1 level reactions, do not use it in a race.
Yeah. Good to
Just
know.
just don't. Because believe me, like trying to slow down that quick for a turn, nuh-uh, nope.
Yeah, turns do not exist.
No, not in that car. Jesus Christ. I will admit there are a lot of cars I'm looking at getting now. Like there have been a lot of cars I've wanted since I got the game, but they're all
Yeah.
incredibly expensive.
Well, you've got time to make the currency up and get them.
Yeah, but I'm kind of running out of races to do it in.
Can't you just repeat the races?
Yeah, but you don't get as much.
Well, unfortunately, that's probably going to be the way you're doing it. You're going to have to repeat like
Yeah,
easy races in order to get the
yeah.
currency in.
Well, until I can unlock the rally update anyway.
Well, until then, yeah. But for now,
Yeah. Mm. But there's one car that I'm really wanting. It's the original Ford GT40 that won the 24 Hours of Le Mans from 1966 to 69. It's 11 million credits. And
that's
that's not even the most expensive car in the game.
what's the most expensive car in the game?
I can't remember, but I have seen one going for hold on. Let me Google. But I have seen one going for 30 million. And again, that's not the most expensive. Mm-hmm. In Forza Horizon 5. Okay. What have we got? Okay. Oh, we have the official article from Steam. Okay.
Damn.
Oh, wait. Hold on. This is probably going to be the defensive one. Ooh, yep. Yeah. Go away. Ugh. That's the only downside of a VPN. You get ad blocker notifications constantly. Oh, I've got the top 10 most expensive cars.
Oh.
Okay. In at number 10 is the 1984 Ferrari 288 GTO. 9 is the 1964 Jaguar lightweight E-Type, which I'm also thinking of getting. By the way, the Ferrari goes for 3.5 million credits. The lightweight E-Type goes for 7.5 million. The GT40 comes in at 11 million, as I said. Okay, the 1970 Porsche 917 LH comes in at 15 million.
Ooh.
The McLaren the 1997 McLaren F1 GT comes in at, again, 15 million. Oh yeah, this is another one I want. The 1957 Ferrari 250 Testarossa comes in at 16 million. The 57 Ferrari 250 California, which I got through a barn find, by the way, is available for 18 million. Surprisingly, one of the easier ones to find.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's one of the ones I accidentally stumbled across. Coming in at number 3 is the 1956 Jaguar D-Type, coming in at what's the price? 22 million. Number 2 is the 1965 Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe at 30 million credits. And the most expensive car of the lot is the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, coming in at 50 million.
That's a lot.
And I found that one in a barn find as well. It was actually one of the last ones I found. And it took all the way until the final race of the main game to get it ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, but I've got to say it's well worth the price. It's a really fun car to drive.
Sounds it.
And unlike all the other cars that are super expensive, from what I've got, it's actually raceable. Like,
that's quite good.
A few days ago, what did I beat? I know I was doing one of the midnight battles, which is a race that you do at midnight, and you win the car that you beat.
Yeah.
And it was a 2010 Lamborghini, and I beat it in a car that was nearly 50 years older than it.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a powerful car. I'll admit, I did try to use the anti-lag Mini Cooper on it. It did not go well. Like coming into the first turn, I must have hit a rock or something because I flipped over.
Oh.
I flat out flipped on my roof.
What?
Yep, I don't know how. Never happened to me before, but I did it.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, thankfully I've only got cosmetic damage on.
Yeah, that's good at least.
One day I'm going to try it with realistic damage on, and I'm going to see how many engines I go through.
Probably too many, not gonna lie.
Especially on the Koenigsegg, because, again, 292 miles per hour.
Huh.
That's a bit too fast. That's a bit too fast.
Yeah, there's fast and then there's too fast.
Yeah, because I know on realistic damage, you can full-blown puncture tires, literally burn out engines, damage bits of your car. So yeah, I'm gonna do it one day, probably when all the races are done.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me about that when that happens.
Oh, I will. I'm probably gonna be very bankrupt in the game. In fact, no, I think I'm gonna be incredibly bankrupt.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably are.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we move on to this week's entertainment section? Even though we kind of have.
Sure, let's get some entertainment.
Well, of course, as I mentioned yesterday, well, no, today in AstoundCast News. Oh, this has all thrown me off. um, the UK did tragically lose Paul O'Grady at the start of this week.
Yeah, that was a sad time.
Yeah, I was devastated because I remember only a few days before that, his pet turtle passed away.
No!
Yeah. And I was like, oh, poop. And then Tuesday morning, I saw a tweet message from my mum. And then it took me a few minutes because I was in no way awake. No, Wednesday morning. It took me a few minutes because I was absolutely not awake. And then I read it again that he had passed away. And I thought, oh God.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And the irony of it is, I was watching the Doctor Who episode he appeared in last Sunday.
Oh no.
Like, do you remember that episode we were talking about last week, very briefly? And I said I just watched Doctor Who.
Yeah.
That was it.
No!
Yeah. So, yeah, as you could tell, I was not ready to hear that.
Yeah. Oh jeez. I only had that message. I woke up to it because my brother texted me like 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. my time,
Yeah.
which is 8 hours in his time because he's out somewhere else.
Oh, of
But
course,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So he ends up waking me up with that, like at
Ooh,
3 o'clock in the morning.
yikes. Um,
So that was fun.
yeah. Um, and there is going to be a For the Love of Dogs tribute on IT. What was it, Channel 4? Whichever channel For the Love of Dogs comes out on, there is going to be a tribute episode next weekend on Easter Sunday to him.
Oh yeah.
So that is going to be happening. I think Radio 2 is doing a tribute as well, because of course he was a presenter there until last summer. And I think
Yeah,
ITV's doing something as well.
probably most of the things are going to do some form of tribute at the moment.
Yeah. However, since his death, donations to Battersea Cats and Dogs Home have exploded.
Yeah.
Because, of course, For the Love of Dogs was filmed entirely in Battersea Cats and Dogs Home.
Yeah.
And he actually adopted quite a few dogs from there himself.
Aw.
Even though he said he absolutely never would, because he loves his dogs, but he just isn't home that often.
Yeah.
But there was some that he could absolutely not say no to. Like, there were some dogs he was thinking, you're not getting adopted, are you? Well, you are now.
Aw. He had
Yeah,
a heart of
so...
gold.
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, since his passing, donations to Battersea have gone mental.
I bet. I bet.
Yeah. But on to some more lighter entertainment news. Of course, on Friday, the D&D movie released. Woo!
Hooray! I
I
haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
I have a place we can watch it, so it's okay.
Woo! Um, I have heard that so far it's been doing pretty decently as well.
That's always good.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be much worse than the original Dungeons and Dragons film from 2000. I haven't seen it in its entirety, but I've seen enough.
Yeah, how did it look to you then?
The best comparison I can give is the original Super Mario Bros. Movie.
So not the worst case scenario then?
No, but by no means the best.
Yeah.
um, and, well, speaking of the Mario movie, that's coming out in a few days.
Hey, actually, what day does it come out? What actual day does it come out?
Wednesday.
Gotcha. I'm not pulling a an Avengers Endgame
No,
again.
wait, what was that again?
Which was I accidentally went to go see the film on the same day it was released, and I didn't even realize that's what happened.
Oh, yeah. Also, I've just seen something on my screen.
What the
Um, yeah,
going on?
seriously? God damn it. Eh, okay. Um,
To explain to people, there are tomatoes being thrown at the screen. Thank you.
us.
I
Okay
think
then.
maybe the April Fool's thing's still in date. Yep. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
No, this is just hilarious to me.
Okay, I guess we're dealing with this now. But yeah, the Mario movie drops on Wednesday. Um, of course, we are going to see it. Hell's yeah.
Hells yeah.
Cannot wait.
You and the squad rolling up to see the film. Quite literally, in your case.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
we were planning to see it, and then it's been a couple of days trying to actually get a plan in order because nobody's organized. Well, nobody's
n-
organized to the point that we all had brain power.
no, it was more of everyone was of complete indifference to everything.
That too.
Yeah, that was literally, I'll do whatever, I'll do whatever, I'll do whatever.
And then now we've just slammed a plan together and like, yeah, nope, this is happening.
Well, no, you did.
I had food in front of me, therefore I didn't want it to go cold.
Because I was on 2% brain power, just.
No. I thought you said 4%. I'm rechecking messages now.
No, that was Will.
I am double checking messages either way.
Okay.
Yeah, you what? Never mind. You are on 2%. He was on
Yep.
4%.
Mm-hmm.
I
we
had
had a
to double check.
we we had a collective 6% brain power, and then Roxanne showed up with about 100 more.
I had enough willpower to know that I needed to eat my food before it went cold. So it's either I
Very
watch
fair.
this play out for like a couple of hours, or I just shove myself in there and sort it.
Yeah, which you did. Thank God.
It happens.
I am also bringing my new fidget spinner on Friday.
Yay! I physically cannot bring my Kirby mouse pad to show you.
Ah, because for those of you who don't know, I got a new fidget spinner the other day. It's a Pokeball.
It looks really cool, to be honest.
It is. The only issue is it's very easy to make the bearings come loose.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll demonstrate that to you on Friday. Pardon me. But yeah, it's quite easy to make them come loose.
yeah, you'll have
Um,
to explain. Yeah, you'll show me on Friday.
yeah. So yeah, the Mario movie's going to come out in a few days, and I really, really cannot wait for that because, as you guys know, the NCU I definitely think is on its way.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
please. I don't. We don't need the NCU.
I mean, don't we?
No.
tell me you wouldn't love to see a Kirby film.
I am legally not allowed to confirm or deny my preferences.
Okay, what about an Animal Crossing film?
There is one.
Huh?
There was one released like ages ago to celebrate the release of Animal Crossing. I think it was either Animal Crossing Wild World or Animal Crossing City Folk / Let's Go to the City.
Huh, okay.
So I've watched that. That one should never be live action.
Was it good?
It was really good, yeah, because it was animated. You know, like
Ah,
how an Animal Crossing film should be. We are never having a
yeah.
live action Animal Crossing film. Ever.
Oh, hell no. Oh, I said nothing about live action.
Good, we're never
Oh,
having one.
no.
Because that would
No,
be
no.
freaky.
I've never played Animal Crossing, and I know that'd be bad.
As soon as you play Animal Crossing, you'll know even further why it'll be bad.
Ah. Um, but yeah, I'm really hyped for the Mario film because there's been a few more TV spots dropped now that the film's only days away. Um,
Yeah.
and have you seen the one where Luigi answers his phone?
I haven't actually seen that one yet.
Would you like to know what his ringtone is?
Is it from Luigi's Mansion?
No, no, it's much better than that.
What is it?
GameCube.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, you just hear the. Although he does cut it off.
That
He does it.
that's actually really clever.
I know. You just hear the first few notes, and it when I first started it, it took me a minute. I thought I know that, and then once I listened to it again, it kind of continued on in my head, and I was like, "Oh my god, yep, yes, yeah, it was good." But I just really want to see this film now because the cast is still growing on me more and more and more.
Yeah.
Because now I've seen more footage of Chris Pratt as Mario. Yeah, it works.
I'm I'm still iffy on this because it's more I it's a bit of a foreign concept to see Mario played as somebody who's either not a New Yorker Italian, well, a New Yorker plumber, because it's just
Yeah,
go fits for some reason, or
yeah,
as like his original voice actor for everything.
I get that. Yeah.
So, bit skeptical, mind you, but I'm going at it with an open mind and ready to make any memes that I need to about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the best casting is absolutely Jack Black.
Yes, no, fully agree.
Man was made for Bowser.
Uh,
Um.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. To be fair,
Oh, did you see the joke April Fool's Nintendo Direct yesterday
yeah, I did.
with the Mario movie DLC for all the games?
I know. to be fair, some of them looked not too bad.
I know. I mean, the original Mario with Chris Pratt just had me dying. And then Bowser, Jack Black, I thought, yep, please now.
Imagine that, but for Mario Odyssey, though.
Yes.
Mario Odyssey's complete cast, because there
Y-
is dialogue between all the characters, apart from
yes.
Mario saying anything. All of them finally having like lines that were voice acted by all the actors.
Yes. That'd be so cool. I mean, oh, damn, I just had something in my head that I wanted to say.
Oh yeah.
Ah, forgotten. Oh no.
Oh no,
Give me a minute. Ah,
no! I'm not giving you a minute. You have 12 seconds.
12? Come on, brain. Come
Now
on. Come
6,
on. Come on.
8, 2.
No. No. It's gone.
Ah, well, I couldn't count anyway.
Well, at least it wasn't as bad as the countdown to KFC Simulator on Friday.
I said 8, then 2. What do you mean?
Do you not remember the
No,
countdown
I
we
said
did?
no. I went 12, 6, 8, 2. What do you mean? I can count better than that.
Yeah, but do you remember the countdown that we did?
I do. I still have video evidence of it that I conveniently cut out.
Aw.
I'm not leaving the countdowns in.
Fair. But yeah, we went all over the place with the numbers.
Yeah. You trying to say a number of just like 4, but you forgot what number you were saying, so you just kept repeating the number 4.
Yep. Oh
Oh dear.
oh god damn it! What was that thing I was gonna say?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Oh, that
Work
was
it out then.
it.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. That was it. All right. What would you say the chances are of a Mario movie tie-in game?
Oh, jeez. Officially from Nintendo
Yeah.
might be likely, depending on how it goes, because it. I'm just thinking simply because if they make films, if they tend to make films, they tend to make games, but it's it's just thinking about it, really.
Yeah. Like in my opinion, not doing one would be a huge mistake.
It all depends on the premise, because if they would have to get the voice actors back in, and they already have a voice for Mario for the games already.
That is very true.
So depending on how the story pans out, it might or might not be game worthy.
Mm,
For example,
true.
Like with Detective Pikachu, that was a game and then it was a film, I believe.
Yeah. It was.
So it tends to work better for Nintendo if they make the games first, then the films, rather than a film first, then the games.
Yeah. Although it depends on if the film semi follows the plot of one of the games.
Yeah, although remember, Mario games tend to not keep with similar. Well, it's not like they don't tend to keep with similar plots, but they have like the
True.
same premise, but they'll have different things that don't tend to tie them up to other places,
Mm.
but they'll have hints of the old games in the new games.
Yeah,
Like for
true.
example, I was watching from Shari 5, like everything. He has a game version like Everything Wrong With.
Oh,
So
nice.
I watched his version of Everything Wrong With Paper Mario Sticker Star, and then
Yeah.
that made me think of like all the other Paper Mario games, how they while they exist, they don't actually link up to each other too well.
Yeah.
So they're in all slightly separate universes. So even if they were to make a game version of the film that's coming out, I don't believe that they'd be able to link it to anything too well, and they'd have to add a lot of references to other parts of the Mario franchise in it.
Okay. Hmm.
But that's me
Okay.
going into too much detail.
No, I can understand that. Okay. Um, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Um, anyway, before we wrap this up, I do want to briefly touch on the pain that was this week's episode of Star Trek Picard.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god! This episode was the basically if an episode of a show was Murphy's Law, this was it.
Oh no. Explain.
Everything everything that could have gone wrong absolutely did.
Eek, 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 eek.
For example, at the very, very start, we had a cameo from Tuvok from Voyager. Or so we
Oh,
thought.
oh,
At first, it did look to be Tuvok. They even played the Voyager theme. And
yeah.
then they screwed us. Seven
Hmm.
caught him right out, and he was a changeling the entire time.
Damn.
And then Picard asked him about where the hell is Riker. And then, this changeling turned into Riker, but made him look like he was dead.
Oh.
Then he said, "Me, Admiral, I'm as good as dead." And it showed his skin all grey, and yeah, it was grim. And then the crew tried to capture Vadik. It worked for a while.
For a while.
Until the android hosting Data and Law's personalities decided to go law mode. And then he pulled an enemy of my enemy situation. Which
Eek.
ultimately led to the Titan being captured by Vadik.
Oh, God.
And it now seems Captain Shaw's on the verge of death.
Oh, no.
Because he went hunting for some changelings with some security officers and got the snot beaten out of him. Like, he did make it back to the bridge, although when he came out of the turbo lift, he face planted the floor.
Oh.
He was really beaten up. So the crew is in quite a bit of trouble going into the final 3 episodes. Like, this is a dire situation, and I don't quite know how they're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
Because most of the crew is present, except for Raffi and Worf, who were looking for Commander Riker and Deanna Troi, although they don't know about Deanna. But unfortunately, they're on the Shrike with Vadik anyway. So, yeah, everyone's a bit screwed, to be honest. Like, at this point, we're going to need somebody like Captain Kirk to come and rescue them.
Damn.
Because there isn't really anyone else left. Like, and I know I mentioned this to you on Friday in, before we did KFC Simulator. Someone brought up a very good point on Facebook a few days ago when we saw a post about the Fleet Museum.
Yeah.
And I quote, "I bet $10 that all these ships show up in the final episode for a massive battle." Please, God, yes. Please. That means the NX-01, the Enterprise A, Voyager, Defiance are all together in a battle. Please, yes. Please and thank you.
Jeez.
Like this finale could be absolute gold if they do it right. Will they? Probably at this point. But yeah, the crew's in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I don't quite know how they're going to get out of this.
That seems like a pickle they're in.
Because it seems the situation seemed to be up to this point that the Titan was the only ship left in Starfleet not taken over by the Changelings.
Yeah.
And that, of course, now is no longer the case.
Oh dear.
Which now means the entirety of Starfleet is Changeling infiltrated.
Damn. That
Not good at all.
doesn't sound too good. I mustn't lie.
No. And in universe, they're only 18 hours away from Frontier Day, which is the 250th anniversary of Starfleet.
Yeah, jeez.
And what they're doing for this particular celebration is gathering the entirety of the fleet in Earth's solar system.
That's going to be a lot of people.
Oh dear God. They're going to attack Earth.
They're going to attack Earth.
Like, the changelings now have control of every ship in the fleet. And if they're all in the Earth solar system, what are they going to do?
Oh dear.
Oh God. Oh, this is bad. Okay. I think I've just figured out how this is all going to end. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well,
Oh
that's
dear.
how it's going to end, unless the Titan crew is able to take back the ship somehow.
Somehow.
Although saying that, I don't really see their chances of fending off all those ships either. Ooh, this isn't going to be pretty.
That doesn't seem like it's going to end too
Like,
well.
the only way this is going to be fixed is if somebody like Kirk or Janeway shows up, if she isn't a changeling already. But let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
I mean, however, the fact that the changelings have taken over some of our favourite characters does mean that they are still alive somewhere.
Which isn't so bad.
No, we just gotta find Tuvok. Because let's face it, you find Tuvok, you find Janeway.
And you find Janeway, you're set.
Very true. So yeah, there is a potential way for them to get out of this, but as of now, I think I've just figured out the changelings plot.
Yeah.
Bring the entirety of Starfleet to basically Earth. Yikes.
Yikes.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, oh God, that's not good at all. I've also got a bit of a content conundrum now.
Uh-oh.
Well, as you know, the Bad Batch is finished, right?
Yep.
Unfortunately, once The Mandalorian finishes in 2 weeks, there isn't anything for like a month.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. And as you know, I haven't been doing overviews and predictions for The Mandalorian Season 3, because I never covered the first 2 seasons. So,
That's a fair
Tuesdays and
point.
Thursdays are going to be interesting for a while.
Just for a month, yeah.
I'll think of something, probably, hopefully, maybe.
Oh.
I'll admit, this completely blindsided me. I hadn't quite realised this until, like, today.
Well, we've always got stuff to consider, so.
Because earlier on, like, just after the race, I was thinking, okay, tomorrow I can record my predictions for... Uh-oh. Like, it just sat on me, like, my predictions for... Meh.
Predictions
oh no,
for what?
There's nothing. There's nothing. Yeah. Oops. But yeah, I'll think of something. Let's face it. You and I always somehow do.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. We should have left the KFC thing till now, shouldn't we?
Maybe.
Just maybe.
We'll be fine. Let's face it.
We'll figure it out.
We've gone through stints like this before. Oh, anyway, want to wrap this one up?
Yeah, let's put a nice little bow on it.
Cool. Thank you all for joining us on the stream, and whoever's been throwing tomatoes at our face, thank you very much. Um, if you've liked this stream, please follow me at Astounding Cameron and Roxanne Roxarooney. Or if you've been watching on YouTube, please subscribe to both of our channels. My sub button is just below the video title. And if you click the title, you'll head into the description, at which point you're going to see my link tree, which contains my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and my stereo here. And if you go below the link tree, you're going to see Roxanne's YouTube and her website. And that's it for this stream, unless...
In original artworks for Mario, he was actually depicted as bald rather than with the full luscious head of hair that he used to have.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
He was usually portrayed as hatless with with a hat, but with no hair underneath or balding.
Oh, God. Please tell me he still had the mustache.
He still had the mustache, but he kind of looked
thank
like
God.
one of those. He kind of looked like one of those sneaky crook kind of guys, rather than the plumber that we all know and love.
Oh yeah, that could not work.
Yeah. Funnily enough, it was from artists in the US frequently drawing him as balding for the early Donkey Kong merch.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
All right.
Anyway, on that interesting fact, I'll see you all tomorrow with another YouTube video of whatever that may be, and next weekend with another stream. Goodbye.
Bye.